Guys, let me shoot straight with you for a bit. Most people in the Agile industry, working as Scrum Masters, coaches, and so on, are making a tremendous mistake. They tend to go for the places where it's easy to find Agile opportunities. So this is going to be with the banks or insurance companies or large corporations like that. The problem with those organizations, you have to understand, is that they see IT, which is usually where you end up working, in a Scrum team for a software development initiative inside the organization. Those functions support the revenue. They are not the revenue. They tend to be treated more as an expense, and sometimes they're treated as an irritating expense. So what ends up happening is they'll pay for Agile talent, but they will usually resent the fact that they have to pay more than the market will bear when the supply is not as big as the demand. So they understand that they have to overpay for some of those services. But what do you think is going to happen in circumstances where the demand is not as big as the supply? They're going to be all too happy to start bringing down the rates that they pay to those kinds of professionals. Not to mention the fact that if you as an entrepreneur try to sell into an IT organization inside one of these large enterprises that is not technically oriented, you're going to meet some resistance because you'll see that they're not generally funded to pay for really exploratory and experimental Agile initiatives. And that's going to be a problem for the Agile entrepreneur. So what I want you to do is, unless you're thinking of approaching the IT organization in a tech firm, in a company that makes software for a living, rather than making software to service their customers, think, let's say, an online banking app for a bank, that's something they have to invest in to satisfy an existing customer base. But if you were to leave the technical realm and explore creating great solutions for really high value pain points and opportunities outside of IT in non-technical organizations, what do you think will happen? All of a sudden, the supply and demand, the basic market calculus shifts in your favor because you're providing something that nobody else can provide. Stick with me for the next couple of weeks on social media, because as an Agile entrepreneur, I want to show you where the opportunities really are in the marketplace, where you should be exploring, experimenting, and targeting. Check me out on badassagile.com. Keep following me on Instagram and on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you guys at my next event. Talk to you then.